Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how I used my new IR pack to get some really cool, like vintage, vibey sounding guitars. I used the IR Boomer Rock from the vintage folder from my new IR pack, which you can check out at my website, www.metaldadaudio.com. I'm going to go ahead and play through this and show you some plug-in action. So here we go. Alright, so I used my Ibanez Universe 7-string guitar to record those guitars. I also did a DI capture, but I've got that muted. I ran my Axe effects into NAT-IR, and in NAT-IR I have my Boomer Rock IR loaded in the vintage folder for my new pack. So the amp sim looks like this. It's in the Axe effects. It's a Friedman BE. Pretty standard settings, pretty neutral really. I've got the gain a little bit cranked, the bass at about noon, the mid and treble bumped up a little bit, and everything else is just kind of around at noon. Straight into this Boomer Rock IR, and I also sent the guitars out to this reverb, which you can hear here. I'll solo out the guitars. For the drums on this, I kind of cheated. I used a pre-mixed Superior drummer kit. Just wanted something like really vintage sounding, and that sounds like it's straight out of like 1978 to me. I ran that into Slade's tape machines, and then had a little channel strip going. I didn't use any kind of graphic EQ on this just because I wanted it to sound vintage. So I didn't use any more like modern style processing tools. Like you'll see the processing that I did do, it's like, you know, just vintage style EQ plugins. Used an Ampeg SVT amp sim, sent that into Fractal Audio Cab Lab, and I used bass IR here, and then Slate tape machines again, and mix rack here with just a really basic channel strip going, a little bit of compression, some EQ, some console simulation, and that sounds like this. Yeah, just real vintage sounding, so the drums and bass together like this. And then on the guitars, again, NAT-IR with just the Boomer Rock IR. This one over here is turned all the way down. Slate tape machines, and just a very basic channel strip here, some console simulation, and a basic EQ. Then I sent the guitar tracks to the reverb. Yeah, and that's that. That's how I used my IR pack to get a cool vintage sounding guitar tone. Yeah, check it out. Thank you very much.